5 years, and even beyond that, really from high school. I just talked to my high school coach today, which was special, and invited him, of course, to the ceremonies. But I just think all the relationships and the memories of the people that helped you along the way kind of come to you, and you're just grateful. You just feel empowered by other people and what they did unselfishly to better you. And I'm not just talking about teammates. I'm talking about family, my wife, my children, and just close family and close friends who had to put up with, an existence as a pro athlete, pretty selfish, self-absorbed kind of existence. And I think now's the time to kind of reflect and be thankful for that, for all the people in your life.
Yeah, you were born in Denmark, and I, having lived in Europe a while, the general image that I have of Europeans, and particularly the Danish, is they're a little bit on the reserve side. But really, when you talk about professional sports at a high level in this country, you're talking about egos. It's so momentary. Was that a hard thing for you to adapt to have some type of ego, to be able to be selfish during the course of the season rather than what you would have been if you were not in professional football?
Well, I think when I say selfish, I don't mean necessarily a big ego. I just mean being so focused on the task that nothing else matters and nothing else gets in there. So maybe, I don't know, it is a selfish existence, really, and it demands a lot from you and of others. But I think what helped me along the way, especially initially when I just was introduced to the game at a young age, 17 years old, I came as an exchange student. Came over for 10 months. I was supposed to stay for 10 months. I think this immigrant perspective on the game really helped me not feel an unnecessary pressure or entitlement to be great at this game, because I didn't grow up with it. And I wasn't an American boy who grew up in the sport, so I really had no preconceived impression of whether I was supposed to be good, bad, or ugly, and I just really immersed myself in the process as an immigrant, if you will, just with an open mind, and I think it really helped me. Where others may have, had they grown up with the sport, they may have looked at it differently with a different set of social pressures to perform, and I just really felt that I was going to put foot to ball, and whatever happened, and it worked for me for a very long time. And then I started getting, very focused on becoming the best I could be, the greatest I could be, and that's, I think, where you start having a selfish existence in a way, because it demands of you that you are so focused and so into it, if you will.
You grew up in Denmark. You were a gymnast and a long jumper, and you barely missed becoming a member of the Danish junior national soccer team. At what time did you know anything about American football?
Until I arrived when I was 17 years old. Literally arrived on my 17th birthday to Indianapolis, on the west side of Indianapolis at Ben Davis High School, and the Baker family was my host family, and my host father asked me if I wanted to try football, and I said, "Well, I hope it's soccer, you mean?" He said, "We don't have a soccer team," and I was really kind of disappointed that I wasn't able to play, but this was the next best thing, and it certainly gave me 80 new friends very quickly when we saw that it went pretty well.
The adaptation of playing soccer and then adapting to playing football and kicking a football and in the dynamics of the game, was that hard for you, or did it come pretty naturally, Morten?
It came pretty naturally. I think there's some similar mechanics as far as muscle memory and just stroking the ball and finishing down the line and things like that. Now, the ball's not round, so there was some adjustments I had to make. I had to understand where on the ball to hit the ball. But I knew fairly quickly what part of the foot should hit the ball. And then it was trial and error, really, because nobody else really could teach you how to do it. So I just worked at it and kind of found my own style and started looking at guys in the pros who were really good at it and good college kickers, and picked a little bit from here, a little bit from there, and developed my own style.
Morten Andersen is with us. Morten, we've got about a minute and a half left before we have to break, but I'm just wondering, you go off.